covering the world of professional wrestling. This is the Signature Spot with Chris Toplack.
3, 2, 1.
With a piping hot cup of coffee in front of me, I am fully prepared to provide you with the preview edition of the Signature Spot with Chris Toplack. What can you expect over the next couple of weeks? I'm going to let you know in just a matter of moments. If you're new to the program, this show is centered around industry news and rumors, weekly recaps of shows and pay-per-views. I'm going to give you my thoughts, my 2 cents on what we just saw. Quote of the Week is going to make a return. If you listened to my MMA podcast years ago, we're going to bring that back. Predictions for upcoming events such as Super Showdown, which is taking place this coming Saturday, and the topic of the week, which is usually centered around industry-specific topics, but also blast from the past and what-if situations. So, what can you expect this week? Well, one of the greatest factions in the history of professional wrestling is officially reuniting for SmackDown 1000. I'll give you my take on that, along with their impact on the industry as a whole. ROH Death Before Dishonor thoughts. It just took place. So I'm going to give you my thoughts on that. Raw, SmackDown, NXT as well. Predictions for Super Showdown. Joining me will be superfan Kyle Scarf. Get used to him. He'll be on the program from time to time. I'm also going to touch briefly on UFC 229 because, of course, it is headlined by Mystic Mac, the double champ, the champ as he calls himself, Conor McGregor, as he takes on Khabib Nurmagomedov. It's a big one, so I want to make predictions for that as well. Next week, you will vote on the topic. If you head over to the Signature Spot on Facebook, next week, it's going to be one of 2 topics. You choose which one you want to hear me and a guest discuss on the program, and we'll get to that. And then the following week, the show is going to be centered around my entire NXT live experience. In case you don't know, now you know, I'm going to be heading to Orlando in a couple of weeks, enjoying some fun in the sun, Universal Studios, Disney, and of course, while I'm down there, I timed this perfectly because NXT will have their tapings that will lead up until War Games this November. So I will be there, and you will hear my first-hand experience at Full Sail University. I am beyond excited for that. So I'll let you know what it's like, what the live atmosphere is like, perhaps even spoilers from the tapings I went to. Maybe not. Depends on how this goes. But again, it is leading up to NXT TakeOver War Games. That returns this November in Los Angeles. It will be the lead-in to Survivor Series. So, this is your official preview of the Signature Spot with Chris Toplack. We have a busy couple of weeks. Join me for it. Subscribe on YouTube. Like the Signature Spot on Facebook. Subscribe wherever podcasts are available. That means Stitcher, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, iTunes, podcast apps such as Overcast. We're out there so you can find the program. And again, it will air every single Thursday. The debut set for this Thursday. So until we meet then, happy trails to you until we meet again.
This concludes another episode of The Signature Spot with Chris Toplack. For new episodes, subscribe on YouTube, Stitcher, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, or iTunes. And don't forget to follow The Signature Spot on Facebook for exclusive clips, polls, and opinions.